Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you game number 1 in a series between Hawk and Focus. Focus spawning as the yellow orc here on Nomad Isle 1.3, I believe. Don't ask me the differences between 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. I really don't know them. But we see Focus spawning here as the yellow orc at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Hawk has spawned as the light blue human over here on the top right hand side of the map. It is going to be an Archmage versus a Blade Master most likely, as this is going to come as no surprise to any veteran WarCraft 3 player or viewer on my channel. Now, if you guys have already done so, thank you for subscribing. If you have not, please consider subscribing as we take a look at that peon purposely pulling away back over there. Not quite sure what that was about. It looked like he was just taking damage for the sake of taking damage, as the Blade Master now goes after this 5-3-1 creep camp. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Water Elementals and Militias doing a very quick clear of this mercenary camp. We should be picking up a Troll Shadow Priest, as that early heal is so strong and powerful, as it prevents the Blade Master from picking off low hit point footmen. Now, you're going to be, well, the only downside is that the Troll Shadow Priest itself is a low hit point unit and may get taken down. Now, let's take a look back down across over here. Peon now running for his life. He's already down to 182 hit points, and he should be able to make it. The Footman, however, does do a little bit of bonus damage, and as long as the Archmage breaks off his pursuit, things will actually be quite alright. Now, there is a quick purge, though, and the Giant Wolf gets the kill. A little bit of denied experience there. Very strong, smart play coming by Focus, as Focus now moves off to the north. Double healing salves and a Circlet of Nobility healing up his grunts, and he's now moving out very aggressively with the Speed Scroll. Now, this does come as a bit of a surprise. The Speed Scroll is normally used in order to escape out of very dangerous situations. However, that is not what we're seeing here. Interestingly enough, though, the Archmage had purposely gone for a relatively easy creep camp, getting up to level 2. So that was 50 gold, pretty much nearly wasted there, as we are now going after the Null Wardens and eventually the Vile Temptress. Null Wardens, the easier target to go after, for the main reason that they have medium armor and also have significantly less hit points than that Vile Temptress. By going after the higher glass cannons, so to speak, the units that have a lot of damage but have low hit points, you are mitigating much of the damage that is going to end up on your units as well. Boots of Speed have been either purchased or picked up, as the Archmage is now sitting at level 3. It looks as though the human player is going to be able to play his traditional game without much of an issue, going after that Troll Shadow Priest. Now that Troll Shadow Priest has taken a fair bit of damage. There it goes. Archmage now, well, Water Elemental's not even bothering to fight here. Is it just going to wind walk? Why wait until so long to wind walk? That is what I don't understand. Perhaps it was still on cooldown, as that is a highly likely scenario. All right, there goes another shot. Is going to be able to get one more. There is the wind walk there. That Blade Master playing on a sword's edge. That was very strong, and it looks as though Hawk has the joke enough to say very strong ping right there. And the response time on that Blade Master, able to get the strike off and then wind walk away and not fall. Blade Master now clearing up this Null Poacher creep camp. He does have a bit of ground to make up, as he is behind in terms of level. The Blade Master will most likely be getting a Clarity Potion and getting to level 3 for wind walk level 2, as the Blade Master now heads off to the north. However, the human player has fast expanded. Those peasants are speed building that town hall, and it is going to be very difficult to try and really do any sort of damage there. Footmen now making their way down. Yeah, I don't know if you lag. I am watching the replay. Meanwhile, back all across over here, you can take a look. There is a little bit of that damage there. Blade Master still wandering around here. Footman, Archmage does have a fair amount of mana, but now the one problem is that Blade Master can really take a giant chunk off of the hit points on a Archmage very quickly. As you see, that is exactly what is happening. The fact that the Blade Master has Boots of Speed and the Archmage does not is a very big sign. There you go. The Blade Master finally unable to catch up to the Archmage, as there are now boots of speed across both sides. Now, Shadow Hunter is getting trained up. We can see the Spirit Lodge is already in play. I do not, well, Bestiary may be off over here. So there's the Bestiary there. As we're looking at the, what is this? Yeah, some damage coming across here. There is oh wow, beautiful Scroll of Town Portal. And was that Dust of Appearance? Yeah, there was Dust of Appearance there. Archmage is purposely hiding in the back of his base right now, and he is not going to come out to play. Though that is absolutely hilarious. The Archmage knows I'm going to be sitting across off over here, and now we need to clear out this tree, but it is buying him the precious time that he needs in order to stay alive. All right, not quite sure why the Troll Shadow Priest is not healing the Archmage instead. The Archmage is the priority target, not the Footmen, not the Peasants, not any of those other units. Now, Shadow Hunter has been doing some creeping away from that Blade Master, as the Shadow Hunter now gets to level 2. Shadow Hunter, the perfect support hero, as the Blade Master now runs up into a Zeppelin. This is not gonna work. There is guard towers here. Archmage is already having some maneuvers in order to get out, and it really feels like Focus has lost his focus, not really figuring out that, hey, you know what, most likely the Archmage is already out of here. There's no real reason for me to try and put pressure here. By putting pressure here, taking unnecessary damage on his Blade Master, and just a little bit of a lack of focus, it looks like the economic advantage for Hawk is going to really take root. Now, let's take a look back over here. There is some damage onto a Troll Shadow Priest. There is a Watcher Ward now being placed down, or Sentry Ward being placed down there. Troll Witch Doctor with wards. I do not remember the last time I've actually seen that. And are we going to perhaps see anything else? Stasis traps or healing wards are very, very rarely ever seen. I haven't seen even a shift in the meta like that, and especially in a human versus orc matchup, your opponent is most likely going to end up getting at least some spell breakers. And if they do in fact get some spell breakers, your wards can and will be used against you. All right, Water Elemental gonna get taken down here. This is actually just gonna be free experience for the orc player for a little bit of superficial damage on that Great Hall. You can see that the Great Hall is, well, it was in slight danger of falling, but now not so much. Back off to the north. All right, the Witch Doctor just wandering around here. Archmage off to the races, gonna be able to catch up. No, decides not to catch up there, as the Blade Master is still here. Blacksmith now being constructed as well. No real way to really put pressure on this base. There is just too many towers and not enough long distance siege damage. All right, Blade Master comes in with a quick strike. Blade Master now in trouble, needs to ensnare. There was a quick ensnare there, but the Blade Master is still in a little bit of trouble, taking some, or losing some of his precious mana. All right, Troll Witch Doctor looked like he dropped another ward, and yeah, it is off over there. So he does have a fairly good sight of what is going on inside his opponent's base, and he's never going to be attacking blindly, but this is still not a very good position to be in. You do not want to try and engage so close to so many towers, but the human player is not leaving his base. So that is perhaps the one reason why this is actually working out well, as the Raider looking to try and ensnare another unit is the, oh, there's the Stormbolt, as the Stormbolt prevents the Blade Master from really catching up to his target. All right, Raider gonna get taken out here. Has to be very careful. Stormbolt, no, not incoming at all. There it is on a Grunt. And I do believe Hawk is just building too much of an advantage. The Archmage at level 3, the Mountain King at level 1. The economic advantage has already taken root, as opposed to the Great Hall, which has not yet really paid off in any way, shape, or form. On top of that, you can see that the dual arcane sanctums are now getting into those sorceresses, and I do not see any spirit walk. Well, spirit walkers with adept training are just now starting to be trained. Once the slow hits the field, and there is nothing to really dispel any of that magic, the Grunts, the Shadow Hunter, and the Blade Master are simply going to find themselves far too low in terms of damage to really get anywhere. All right, Shadow Hunter still sitting at level 2, Blade Master sitting at level 3, it is probably not going to get to level 4. Kodo Beast going to be adding in a little bit of extra damage as well. This is going to be at least helpful as the Sea Turtle hatchling does get taken down, and all that is left now is that Spider Behemoth. Spider Crab Behemoth finally down. Blade Master getting a pendant of energy, giving it to the Shadow Hunter. No surprise there, since the Shadow Hunter is so much more reliant on mana. But here comes the issue. This expansion has no stationary defense. Sorceress, Footman, Water Elementals, Archmage, Ivory Towers being brought over, Mountain King having a Scroll of the Beast, and having no level 3 on the Shadow Hunter is just such a big deal, as the healing wave is such a big jump. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. We are going to be going into a fight. The Blade Master probably wishes he could give some experience to that Shadow Hunter right now. No reason to have two heroes so close to leveling, but not at that next level. All right, here you go. There's that engagement there. There is a Demolisher. So the Demolisher being brought over and now going to perhaps ensnare a couple of casters. If a caster or two do fall, that is going to be some good news, as the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter are going to get higher and higher up in terms of experience. All right, Blade Master up in that front line. No Dispel magic that I see just quite yet. You can see that the Spirit Walker not even cast, or it does have some Spirit Link, but that is it. Guard towers are being constructed. Mortar teams are in the back. Fight now all up in the front. It looks like Focus was able to amount to a decent size defense here, but you can see the sheer amount of slow, the fact that the Shadow Hunter just now at level 3, those healing waves, those 3 earlier healing waves, which should have kept all of those grunts alive, have now pretty much, well, all of those grunts are now dead. So that's the problem there, as you can see the Demolishers are going to look to try and take this. All right, what's going to be happening here? The Great Hall needs to be repaired. Footmen are just straight up engaging. There you go. Blade Master getting in some quick strikes. Mortar teams, more attacks coming in. Back across over here, the peasants should perhaps be trying to engage. Spirit Walker needs to back off here. Not quite sure what's going on. There is just so much attacking going across all of those footmen going after peasants. Not quite sure why. Yes, peasants are fairly decent, but all of them are just low hit point units now. Meanwhile, mortar teams are shell-shocking the Kodo Beast, as the Demolishers are now trying to engage back over here. All right, Shadow Hunter continuing to push here. And you can see the mortar teams are there. Mountain King falls at level 2 as the Archmage is trying to chase after some units. All right, Shadow Hunter still sitting at level 3, has enough or will have enough for another healing wave. Blade Master up in that front line in very serious trouble. Is it going to get healing waved in time? It has to. There it goes. It does get healing waved in time. What is that Blade Master doing? Should most likely be wind walking, going after some other units there. That Blade Master is so low on hit points, but somehow staying alive. And if Focus is able to stick around in this fight, that would be absolutely amazing, as the Blade Master, carefully decides to back off. Supply count 47 over 80 compared to 67 over 72. Guard towers are here, and all Hawk needs to do is slow things down and wait until his army size is just far too large to deal with. Yes, 4 Demolishers are out on the field. Those 4 Demolishers do deal tremendous damage. Peasants should perhaps be repairing now. As you can see that the Demolishers are just lobbing over attacks. There finally goes the repairs. The repairs should have been happening much earlier, as the Demolishers need to just be attacking ground in this location. Trying to hit a specific target is very difficult. Just make it so that whatever is happening, you are dealing damage, since you just want to be lobbing up attacks. All right, there goes some priests. Priests are now getting taken down. Raiders now up in that front line. Mortar teams are getting taken down in the back. Those Demolishers now need to be repaired. What is going on? More and more just retreating, as the Water Elemental now coming in. So far 54 over 80, but Demolisher 1 and 2 has fallen. All right, Blade Master continuing the fight. Mountain King now back in the game, and it looks like the Mountain King is going to finish off that Blade Master, and there is the GG. Hawk taking game number 1 in the series. Focus doing a great job holding it off, but that sudden resurrection on that Mountain King just caught him off guard. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.